So it looks like you're all here, about to have a good time. Well, imagine, if you will, that this banquet at the Hardest Rock Cafeteria is going to light up this town. Because imagine, if you will, that the school's science lab burned down today. Oh, don't look surprised. Every one of you has wanted your school to burn down at one time or another, haven't you? Well, imagine, if you will, that this most likely club banquet is about to take on a whole new meaning, as in, which one of you is most likely responsible for this crime? I was quite surprised to get a call from the police a short time ago. It seems today's fire was no accident. Someone, most likely one of you, set the school on fire. After getting the phone call from the police, I grabbed my coat and headed for this Hollywood hotspot. I knew I was about to enter the school zone. You'll probably recognize me. My name is Al Ketchum, truant officer for the Hollywood School Board. To make sure all of Hollywood High's most likely are present, you must answer the roll when I call your name. Chantilla Soul. How about Tanya Bunzoff? Bernadette Down. Duncan Fleshwater. Cameron Courtier. Fletcher Biceps. Juanita Greencard. And Spence DeMoney. Okay, everyone, just stay where you are. Consider yourself a captive audience. There's more to the story. Setting a fire wasn't the only crime. Imagine, if you will, someone broke into the safe in Principal Syke Kopeth's office. You'll find it quite interesting to learn what's missing. It turns out Principal Kopeth had illegal test answers to next week's MAT in his safe. That's MAT, as in meaningless aptitude test. We have learned that only 8 students knew about the illegal test answers. And guess what? You're all right here in this cafeteria. We're pretty sure at this point that whoever started the fire must have broken into the safe. And we're pretty darn sure it was one of you. Now, if anyone knows anything about this mess, it will be best to confess right now and take a little trip with me to the police station. Anyone volunteer to take the heat? No. Somehow I didn't think it was going to be that easy. Oh, and by the way, I've personally called all of your parents. I'll bet those of you who are innocent would like to go home and explain the situation to them. You won't be surprised to learn that they're all very anxious to get their hands on you when I'm finished. So that perhaps you can figure out which one of you is most likely the culprit. I'm going to share with you a few details. The police found 2 electronic devices in the science lab burned beyond recognition. One was on a desk, the other in a trash can. They also found a full set of false teeth near the desk, a sports watch on the floor, and the strong smell of coconut throughout the charred room. It seems I smell something like that now. The police also found a rolled-up steroid adventure comic book near the safe in the principal's office. We haven't determined what all of this means yet, but we will. I feel certain that with a couple of hours locked up in this room, you'll discover a lot of clues we've overlooked so far. Oh, don't even think about leaving. The Hardest Rock boys are guarding the place. There's a busboy posted at the front door, a dishwasher watching the back entrance, and I'm going to put this case in the hands of the LA law. In the meantime, I suggest you all put your hot little Hollywood heads together and try to spark a solution to this mystery yourselves. Otherwise, you may all get trapped in the school zone.